Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Out taking my walk. Happy Saturday, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, woman of will. Hey. What y'all got going on? Y'all know I'm out here walking, baby. This menopause weight. Y'all, I was almost the same size I was when I was pregnant with Samantha. I said, I know you fucking lying. I said, I know you fucking lying. Y'all, I'm only 4'11" and 5 feet when you make me mad because I kind of stand back. I said, I know you fucking lying. All titties, ass, and gut, and thighs. I said, oh no, we not doing this. We not doing this. I've been on a mission, y'all. I lost about 6 pounds, but it's been hard as hell. Going through menopause, that weight I put on, y'all was at pregnancy weight. I was the size I was with my baby. I said, I know you fucking lying. So I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. So I'm out here walking, y'all. I'm out here walking every day. I'm gonna get my steps in every day. So it's a beautiful Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday. Y'all got up, did my slow Saturday morning, meditated, fixed me a little coffee, brewed me some hibiscus and dandelion and clove tea. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And I'm at it. I'm doing stuff that make me happy. I'm putting myself first. This makes me happy. After this, I'm gonna go get me a low carb lunch because I still like to eat. Don't get it twisted. Trust me, yes, menopause weight, yes, ain't no joke. Intermittent. Yep, I fast until noon. Hey, hey, I see y'all. Hey, y'all, it's so pretty out here. Oh my God. Let me show y'all this water. Look at that. It's so pretty. I'm walking along the river, and it's just pretty. It's just pretty, y'all. And I'm grateful. I'm just grateful to be almost 60 and to be able to get up and walk 10,000 steps. That's a blessing right there, you know? Just to be able to get up and walk, get my heart rate up. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at all that water. Look. Yep. Don't tell me my God ain't an awesome God. Oh, but God, look at that. So yeah, y'all. I'm gonna vibe out. Yeah. It's a nice breeze here in Atlanta. It's about 78 degrees. I'm gonna vibe out, listen to me some music, and just enjoy my walk. You know, enjoy my walk. My Saturday is open. Go get me some lunch. I've been diddling, dabbling in my closet, getting rid of stuff. Just stuff I need to do. You know, I'm just in my zone, and that's what I want y'all to be. Make happiness for yourself. You know, it makes you feel so good when you can get up and do what the fuck you want to do. I be like, man, I can do what the fuck I want to do today. Scroll on TikTok, journal. Don't forget to, I hope you ladies have a journal. Write down your thoughts, process your thoughts, plan, make goals, write yourself love letters. Just enjoy. So yeah, y'all. I'm walking and I just love it. I just love it. This is my peace. This is my peace. So my man gotta be able to get up on Saturday morning and let's go take a walk. If he ain't with that, then he ain't the one for me. Okay? Let me see what y'all saying. Hey, call me darling. Yeah, I just, like I said yesterday on my live, if I could just motivate and help one person, you know, because being in your 50s, our bodies change. We change emotionally, physically, you know, and you just got to have your mind right. There's nothing you can do because life is going to bring you change, but it's how you deal with it. And one thing I can do about my menopause, I can get my butt out here and walk. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want you all to do. I choose to get up and move. When I got on that scale, I was like, damn, I'm 185 pounds. That's how much weight I was when I was pregnant with Samantha. I know you fucking lying. I know you lying. We ain't finna do that. Small portions. Somebody said that your portions shouldn't be as big as your fist. So if you make a fist and the food on your plate is larger than your fist, you are overeating. So if your meat is bigger than your fist, it's too much. If your veggies are bigger than your fist, it's too much. So, and y'all, I love sweets. And I think that's been the most hardest thing for me is sweets. But the one thing that has saved me through menopause is magnesium. That magnesium has saved me. And I tell you that magnesium, and it's different ones, different types of magnesium. Do your research. But that has been, when I started taking that consistently, I started to feel better. I started to sleep better. I don't have that soreness, my muscles aching. And the magnesium came in clutch. So I'm just grateful to be out here and be able to walk. Let me see what y'all saying. What y'all got going on today? What y'all got? Call me darling. I know you in the city in New York. What they got going on today? I'm definitely thinking about coming there the 1st of November and do some holiday shopping. Me and Samantha. What y'all got going on? Let me turn around so y'all can see me. But yeah, I'm out here living my best life. Living my best life. Yesterday after work, I went to the mall. Went to the mall and got me a little a pretzel and a drink, and that made me happy. I went to the mall, I tried on some shoes. I went in Macy's. Yeah, Macy's got some cute dresses. I never really stopped to take the time to look at the dresses in Macy's, but they got some cute dresses. So I looked at some dresses, looked at some shoes. Um, the Macy's by me has a nice coach selection. So I looked at some coaches. So I just enjoyed my evening after I got off work. When I got me a little sweet treat and sashayed around the mall. Yep, that's what I did. That's what I did. Trying not to let people aggravate me. I'm tired of blocking people. So I just decided, let me just take a break. Because I'm tired of cussing people out. I'm tired of blocking people. I'm tired of trying to teach these old ass niggas how to act appropriate when they in their 50s and their 60s. I don't have patience for it. So, hi, how are you? Good. That was a Caucasian man. Y'all get up, get dressed, and go for a walk. Never know. Never know. Okay. Let me see. Music festival last weekend. I called. Okay. Oh, got a bug. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, sweetie. Uh-huh. Yeah. We out here. We out here doing it. We out here doing it, baby. Let me see. So I'm almost at a mile. I'm almost at a mile, y'all. So I downloaded this app on my phone to count my calories. For my size, my age, my body fat, I shouldn't go over 1,900 calories a day, which is easy. And your protein, boosting my protein up during menopause was a lifesaver. Y'all, chicken, salmon, eggs, tuna, protein shakes, that really helped me. Almonds, a lot of stuff, fruits and vegetables. I don't eat any fast foods. Um, I think I had maybe last month I had Whataburger because I like me some Whataburger. Let's see. Just finished grocery shopping. Oh, my dad had it. Oh. I'll send it to you, woman of wealth. It's on my phone, but it'll tell you how much protein and everything. I send it to you. I send it to you on Instagram. So that has really helped me, and now y'all, I really don't crave for a lot of foolishness. To be honest with you, when I want like French fries, I'll get a sweet potato and cut it up and make it look like fries and put it in the air fryer, and then drop me a little ketchup on it, and that kind of soothes that French fry taste. But I really don't, I really don't eat a lot. That's why I know it was menopause weight. I was like, where the hell all this weight coming from? Where is all this weight coming from? So once I drop these pounds, I'm gonna see them people. I want to get as much weight off of me before I go see them people. So I think that's gonna be my 60th birthday present to myself. I'm going to see them people. If y'all know, you know. Okay? If you know, you know. Look, y'all. How pretty. How pretty. But yeah, y'all. Y'all, I had lived over here for years, and I just never really knew that this was back here. Baby girl turned me on to it. I'm telling you, Caucasian people know how to spend their Saturdays. That's all out here. Our big booty, big thigh asses ain't even out here. But one thing about them, they gonna get their exercise in. They gonna get on them a bike. You can rent bikes. We have got to start moving. We have got to start moving our bodies. I don't care if you just get up and move in place for 15 minutes. You gotta move your body. I was at the Shein thing. Y'all, the Shein thing was crazy. And all the young girls that was in line, they were some thick girls. And I was thinking to myself, and I was in my early 20s, and I'm not body shaming. I just want us to be healthy and teach our babies how to be healthy. And my little niece is the same way. My sister is forever on her because her people big. Her daddy big, her aunt's big, and my sister's a big girl. But I was looking at the young girls that were in line at the Shein thing. And this is Atlanta. So y'all know everybody got ass and titties around here. Whether it's born made or bought made, we got it. We don't do anything. Yeah, but dang what? Yes. And that's the things we're always, yes. Yeah. So, and it's the food too, y'all. Y'all know the food is full of preservatives. And that's why I'm thinking, come retirement, I'm moving to Thailand. I'm really considering about moving to Thailand, y'all. I've been watching this guy. I'm just all over the place. That's that menopause stuff have me all over the place. But I'm thinking about moving to Thailand. I've been watching this guy on YouTube, how so many African Americans are moving to Thailand, Bangkok. Girl, the cost of living. Shit, I can over there with what I make here, I can live like I'm a billionaire. I can ball out. But going back to the Shein, the girls in the line, I was telling baby girl, I was like, when I was in my 20s, early 20s, and before, I had you, and even after I had Samantha, I lost weight because I was young. My metabolism was on point. I said, I was always in a 5'6" or a 3'4". Now, I always had booty and chest, but I ain't have all this, and I ain't have these thighs. So I told Samantha, I said, now them girls in line, I hope they got some curvy chin in them. Sure enough, they didn't have no curvy chin. All the young girls was complaining. They didn't have none. Yeah, I'm going up an incline. My heart rate is going up. So I said, we got to our young babies got to do better. They got to do better. She moved to Thailand and improved. Yes, I was gonna say it for a different video and tell y'all about it, but I am really thinking about moving to Thailand. With my job, I can work anywhere. So the only thing is the earthquakes. But they say the earthquakes are more south than they are north. All right, y'all. So let me show y'all where I'm at. So this is where I'm at. So, and this just goes along the lake and a river, the Chattahoochee. So I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna turn around because I like walking by the water and I'm past the water. So I'm gonna turn around and we gonna go back. Let me see. Yeah, y'all. I'm thinking about it. And they say it's a certain part of Thailand where it's retired black people. They say it's a certain area. 1 mile. Pace 26 minutes, 43 seconds. Woo! Okay. I closed one ring. So they said that it's a city in Thailand where it's retired blacks. Y'all, can y'all imagine what the day gonna be like over in Thailand? They say the food is good. There's no preservatives. They say the cost of living is cheap. I've been watching the videos. I forget this young man. His name is Isaiah on YouTube. I've been watching him for the last 2 weeks, interviewing different people who moved over there. Baby, some of the condos, they come all furnished. And when I tell you they are contemporary chic, like this one lady got a condo for like 580. There's this one couple that moved over here. There, they got a whole house, 5 bedrooms for $780. Like, but the only thing is the earthquakes, because y'all know last year they had that big earthquake in a part of Thailand. But they say they only happen up north. I mean, down south and north. And they say the heat is off the chain. So those are the two things I would have to worry about. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So y'all, I was just thinking, let me show y'all this. See, I like to walk by the water. It's kind of like a therapy for me. It soothes me. I learned to find natural things, holistic things to soothe me instead of people and food. Find things that are natural and holistic to soothe you because we all need to be soothed, right? Even at our big age. So find things that are holistic and natural to soothe you instead of eating the wrong food and picking the wrong man. I had to learn it. And it soothes me. It helps with my cortisol because we know cortisol is off the chain when you're in menopause, perimenopause at this age, you know it's off the chain. But yeah, y'all, I'm thinking about it. Yes. Yes. The belly. Yep. That apron, you know, stomach, but there's exercises you can do for that. Exercise ring closed. My ring is closed. But there's things that you can do for that too. There's it's just your cortisone levels, that's all. And your hormones. Once you get those under control. And I feel so much better since I've been taking that magnesium, that black collage. I'm on the other side of um, menopause. I'm post, so the symptoms are starting to really go away. Thank God. Thank God, because it was rough. It was rough, y'all. It was rough. But so I think as women, we just have to not be in denial about perimenopause and menopause, because it's coming, and it's coming. So it ain't nothing we could do about it. But now the good thing now for us, things are so innovative with the internet, social media, that we get more information about it that can help us. Oh, okay. I'm reading y'all comments. But yeah, y'all. So, you know, we got our tribe over here. I like y'all help each other and share information. I'm thankful for y'all learning different things from you all because you all are smart. And we don't gatekeep over here. We share because we all going through it. Hell, we all in experience. Ain't nothing new up under the sun. I hate women who are in their early 50s and late 40s talking about, I ain't in menopause, I ain't in perimenopause. That's my sister. She 52. Girl, yes, you are. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. She argued me down. And then be calling me, look, so and so and so and so and so and so. I'm like, girl, that's the symptom of menopause, perimenopause. I ain't in perimenopause. Yes, you are. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. But she love to call me and tell me her symptoms. Look, what you think that is? And she a nurse. Oh, with lifting weights. Yep. Lifting weights. I bought me some weights. I bought a few weights. You know where I got my weights from? Five Below. I got a lot of weights from Five Below. And like when I don't get on and walk like this, I'll do a workout in the house. But I got my weights from Five Below. Yep. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all another thing that I had to learn too with menopause is your digestive system changes. So if you can incorporate some type of prebiotic and probiotic into your supplement, that has really helped me too with my gut. Adding a probiotic, find one that's good for you. I also take papaya enzymes. That has tremendously helped my digestive system. Oh my goodness, tremendously, because that's one of my symptoms. Menopause affects your digestive system because of the estrogen. So your whole body is just off whack. And those are just symptoms that they just don't discuss. So I had to find for that. Yeah, some women are in denial. Yeah, they are. And it's like it's a taboo thing. It's like it's a taboo thing. Y'all, you still can have a libido and get a wet coochie in menopause. Okay? You still can have a libido and get a wet coochie in menopause. Don't let nobody tell y'all you okay. That's what women be afraid of. That's why they don't want to tell nobody. Because they figure they ain't sexy no and they coochie ain't gonna get wet for this one. That's just because it's people behind me. But y'all, you still can have a great sex life. Some women think that takes away from their womanhood. And men try to make you feel bad about it. But then they asses have limp dicks. That's why we gotta check the asses. Yeah. Coconut oil. Yes. 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 Yeah. Coconut oil, pineapple juice, cranberry juice. They even have a probiotic for the coochie that makes you keep everything going on down there. We are not our mothers, y'all. And men want us to be, these Gen X men, like I said yesterday, they want us to be our mothers. But we are so more innovative and so much progressive in every areas of our lives than our mothers were. But men are so stuck in that time zone of us being our mothers. And we are not our mothers. Hell, it's something for them to take for their ED if they would take it. Besides Viagra, hell, they don't have to have limp dips. But they be in denial too. Oh, I ain't got ED. And then be over there patting it and shaking it for 30 minutes before they can get intimate. Baby, I can help you. I can help you. Am I lying, y'all? But then they say we the problem in bed. Like that man on that video. I like to have a lot of sex. The older man said he don't want no old woman. He said, I like to have a lot of sex. Who said Gen X women don't like to have sex? Especially when we got a nigga that's providing and protecting for us. Hell, you paying the rent, paying the bills, my ass get wet real quick. We grown over here. We just talking. I throw that thing in a circle every day. If you be in the big, okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We just need to talk about it. We just need to talk about it. Men being so in denial. We are not the only. We are not the only ones that go through changes when we get old. We are not. And men don't realize that they don't. They need to drink water. They need to stay hydrated, just like we do. I don't fuck with men who don't drink water and like to drink all the time. That brown liquor. I don't do that. I'm just saying, y'all. Yeah, your body odor changes. Yep, it does. Taking 2, 3 showers a day. Your whole body is just off whack. And that's why I just think it's good to, buy extra, invest in good feminine products and oils and natural stuff, for your body to help regulate all of that. And that's what I try to do. But yes, your body, everything changes. We go through a lot. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me zip my pack up. But yeah, y'all, we go through a lot. I even heard old men say when women get old, they don't take care of their hygiene. And some black men are just ignorant. And they like that because we ain't never took the time. They ain't never had a woman like me cuss their ass out. And then when you cuss their ass out, you crazy. But I don't have a problem cussing a nigga out. Samantha be like, Ma, you said that to him? Yeah, I did. I did. Because they need to know. They need to know. And we need to tell them. All right, y'all. I've been on here for a minute. I'm going to finish up my walk. It's so nice. Let me see what y'all saying. Yeah. Good. Yes. Yes. Call me darling and Natasha. Y'all giving some good stuff. Yep. Yep. And don't feel bad about, we are seasoned women. We have experienced things. That's a blessing. Everything that I have been through, Lord, made me and when I went in that house and my ex had threw all my shit out on the floor and I whooped his ass, it had to be done. I got in trouble for it. I learned from it, but it made me know that I need to control my emotions. Y'all, I can laugh about that now. I went in that house. I came home from work. That nigga had took all my shit out my dresser and threw my shit on the ground. Baby, I'm gonna have to get y'all story time on that. I say, motherfucker, you got me fucked up. I say, you ain't taking a goddamn thing out of this house. I start tearing shit up. Man, if I can't get it, you and that bitch won't have it. Y'all ain't know I was like that bitch. That's why I be telling people, y'all don't let this fool. I said that to say, I learned from that. So now I know to be emotionally intelligent. I know not to let people make me react. But I was tired, y'all. I was tired. So he ended up having to pay me, and I bought all new furniture with his money. I was able to buy new furniture, get a brand new car, all with him and his side chick money. The money that I get from them helps pay my car note. So yeah, I got a story and a testimony. Samantha said, Mom, you need to write a book because some people ain't gonna believe some of the shit you went through. And I hate, I had to put my child through that, her see me go through that, you know. But and I learned from that. So when I see a nigga got narcissist tendencies, I don't fuck with him. I don't fuck with him. But I can talk about it and laugh about it now. It's 7 years later. I get my check in the mail every month, you know, and I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But what I would, people say, well, Felicia, what did you learn from all of that? I learned not to be in relationships and be in fight and flight mode, because I had an agenda with that marriage. I needed somebody to really finance my MBA, to be honest with you. And he did. He financed my MBA. He did. And I was able, after I left him, live a certain, be able to take care of myself. Because we were married for 13 years, but after the seventh year, I didn't like him. Yeah, I did not like him. Have you ever laid next to somebody and look over at him and be like, I can't stand this motherfucker? I did not like him. But I knew in the state of Georgia, you had to stay married 10 years in order to get something monetary. I knew I needed to finish my degree because I had stopped and started because my mama got sick. Taking care of her. With my sister, they both were taking care of my mom. She would live with me, live with my sister. So it was kind of hard for me to focus on school. So it took me a little while to finish. And that's another thing why I'm so glad I learned to put myself first or I'm able to put myself first now because my child always came first. My mom definitely came first. And then there were some instances when I was putting my spouse first and not putting myself first. So at this big age, I've learned to put myself first. So I learned a lot. And I just want women to know that you'll be okay. I remember the first year we had separated and my aunt had a Thanksgiving get together. That was November of 2019, right before the pandemic. And all my family was going over there. And y'all, I was so depressed. Oh my God, I was just so depressed. And just like, I was really grieving the marriage, even though I didn't like him, but I think I was more so grieving the lifestyle, right? Grieving that soft girl lifestyle. Because when I had to start paying bills again, remind you, I hadn't paid bills in like 14 years because we lived together a year before we got married. But I was so depressed. And now I look back and that shit, I'm like, what's wrong with me? The lifestyle that I got, who knew that I could come out of something like that and have so much joy and fulfillment in life like I do now? Who knew? And like I was telling you, people were having so much empathy for me because they thought that I was lacking or actually missing something. They was having empathy for me. But who knew? We're in 2025 and I'm living my best fucking life. And I love it here. I love it here. So you can pick up the pieces, y'all. I've seen some women just lose themselves because they went through a divorce or went through a breakup. Y'all, you can get, I am living proof. And when I tell y'all it was ugly, I was fighting. My little ass 5'4" fighting a 6'1" man. I be like, Felicia, girl. But it was the Taurus in me. I had got tired. He kept poking the bull, and I got muffin tired. I remember my attorney telling me, she said, don't you go back over to that house. She said, don't you go back over to that house. You're going to need, you have a divorce attorney, but now you're going to need a criminal attorney. Don't go back over to that house. She said, you have your MBA. How are you going to work and take care of yourself? Then my little criminal attorney, I still got him on retainer. I might eat him. He say, you got to divorce him now. I said, you ain't saying nothing but a motherfucking word. That was my plan. Shit. Shit. Baby. But just to look back on it, from 2019 to 2025, oh my God. God will take care of you through some shit. I'm a living witness. I wouldn't tell nobody to handle it. Only thing I would tell people is not to get out your emotions and feelings. And thank God for my baby, her maturity and her wisdom. She was like, Mom, oh God, Mom. That's why when y'all hear her say, yeah, my mama about that life, damn, I ain't proud of it. I ain't bragging. But sometimes, y'all, you just gotta let a nigga know. And I had to let a nigga know. I had to let him know. Yep. Yes. Yep, y'all. I tell you so. Well, I get to get up on Saturday mornings and take walks by the Chattahoochee River and get in my brand new car and go get me some lunch off of his dime. Somebody said, Felicia, you better. No, I'm not bitter. I'm not angry. Now, I was. Once upon a time, I was. I was. I was mad and I was bitter. But now I use it as a testimony, as a story to share with other women. And I knew, I knew better, but I had to go through what I went through. I knew I wasn't supposed to go in the house and tear shit up. And when the officer got there, he was like, why would you do that? It was an older black man. He was like, why would you do that? Why didn't you call us? But y'all, it felt so good to tear that shit up. I ain't gonna even lie. I told all that. So when I got my shit, I ended up went back and got my shit. He ain't have shit. And let me tell you how trifling women are. The woman he was dealing with, they laid on the same marital bed that me and him had. They laid on the same marital bed, y'all. My first husband was trying to sue me for alimony during a divorce. Then he passed away during the process. What? Y'all, yeah. My ex, he was trifling. But I tell you, I had some good attorneys, though. And they made sure I was straight. It wasn't nothing to get because the house was wrapped up in taxes. So he had to buy me out of that. It was just a lot, y'all. And somebody in top their baby shoes. He gonna be looking for that baby shoe. So I'm gonna walk over here and let y'all see the river where they go canoeing. But yeah, y'all. So live your life and love yourself. Woman of wealth, I gotta talk to you about our girl. My heart just goes out to her. You know what I'm talking about, woman of wealth. My heart just goes out to her because she wants to be loved so bad and she's willing to sacrifice who she is to get that love. And I don't want us to sacrifice who we are just to be with a man. And my heart just goes out to her, you know? And she tries to make like it seems that, she got something real good going on. And I don't want us to be like that. I want us to be okay getting up, going for a walk by ourselves. I don't want us to be in our head and our emotions because we don't have a significant other. I want us to reap all the wonderful things that life has to offer us and not be in a sense of sadness because we feel like that we don't have that significant other that we want. And that's a bad place to be. I've been there before. That sadness overlapping that loneliness. And don't healing brought me out of that. Hell, and then you get with men and then you realize that they fighting demons too. So you've worked on your demons, but then you get in these relationships and you gotta fight their damn demons too. I don't know if I want that. I'm really, you know, really reanalyzing this thing. And that's why I'm so glad I learned how to vet men. Well, what was your childhood like? Where your mom and daddy at? You know, what was it like growing up? You know, how many times you been married? Uh, well, what happened? Oh, okay. And a lot of times you don't even have to vet men. If you quiet and just listen, hell, they'll tell you everything you need to know. They will tell you everything you need to know. Like one man I was talking to, he was a side baby. He said his daddy cheated on his wife and had a baby, and he was the product of his mama getting pregnant by a married man. So he saw his daddy disrespect his mama and his stepmama. And sure enough, he disrespectful. So in the back of my mind, I kept that like, okay, this man, daddy wasn't shit, a womanizer. I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work for me. This ain't gonna work for me. And then on the flip side of that, my ex, his mom and dad were married for 40 years. When his dad died, my ex mother-in-law was able to go buy her house cash. That's just how much he watched out for her and loved her. But they say at the funeral, he had a side baby there that nobody knew about, another grown child. So she stayed with him all those years, allegedly, and he had a baby on her. And they didn't find out about their sibling until the man died and she came to the funeral. So just out here, you just never know. So the best thing you have to do is set boundaries and have standards and not be afraid to be alone. But yeah, y'all, look at that. I'm gonna go sit down and see what y'all talking about. Read y'all comments. And I find men are so intimidated by women who have experienced things and know what they want and know what they don't want. That's why Trick Daddy said he don't want no 35-year-old because she damaged. Because she in some 35-year-olds have experienced things. So I'm gonna go sit and somebody else sitting over here. So I say I ain't by myself in the woods because y'all know I ain't got my pinky. But it's so nice out here. Read y'all comments. I know y'all saying some stuff. Sure. Let me see what y'all saying. Yeah. Yes. But hey, Jay. Yep, it was a good walk, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, Woman of Wealth, the person that we know that we watch together on YouTube, trying to convince herself it's a level up. Now, I'm going to say this, and don't y'all get mad. And if I do this, I ain't going to say nothing to y'all about it. But if I move in with a man at 59, I ain't finna tell y'all I moved in with a man. Moving in with a man in your 50s ain't a level up. At that point, when you in your 50s, that nigga should know what he want, and you should know what you want. Ain't no moving in. Either we gonna do this the right way, or we gonna stay in our place and meet up. You spend the night over here, I spend the night over here. Why in the hell would you move in with a man in your 50s and share a space where you cannot bring in things that make you happy, and you paying half of the rent? Y'all make that make sense? And I just want us to do better. I just want us to love ourselves. Because if we change the narrative, the men they will change. If we change, they'll change. But if we allow ourselves to be in our 50s and shack up with a man, it don't take long for a man to know what he want, y'all. It don't take long. And most men will tell you, they ain't take me long. I knew she was going to be my wife. And statistics show that the longer that a man wait and y'all get married, more than likely the divorce is gonna come sooner. I'm just saying. So yeah, she's trying to convince herself that, you know, that's a level up. And it's not. It's not. It's not. Say Tree needs to worry. Yeah, he needs to worry about himself. See, you are speaking. Yeah. And that's what I want to do. I just want to be honest, social media, and they fabricate these lives. And y'all, at this point in my life, and at this point in anybody's life, we've all been through some things, you know. But my goal is to say, I have seen women have nervous breakdowns. I have a family member, young woman, she's 60, beautiful, my first cousin, and feel like that she cannot move on from a man that has done all kind of stuff. She'll call me, and I just had to tell her, stop calling me. I don't want to hear nothing about that trifling man. If you want to leave him, I'll help you leave him. You can come here and chill with me for a minute. But don't be calling me telling my girl he did this. I was laying in the bed and he was FaceTiming his girlfriend. He had this woman in my house. He did this. He came home and smelling like her. I love you dearly. But if you're not going to do nothing to make it right, well, I'm just not like you. I just can't leave. I'm just not like you. Okay, you may not be not like me. I get it because we're all different. And we all have to have that time when we get sick and tired. I get it. Because I ain't put up with a lot of stuff before I got sick and tired. But at some point, you just got to say, I you just got to say, I love me. And like I told y'all yesterday, people thought that it was the end for me because I left somebody that didn't know my worth. They couldn't believe it. Well, what happened, Felicia? What happened? It wasn't nothing y'all could work out. Hell no. Hell no. You will not disrespect me. And I told him that. Well, them women don't mean nothing. They should do. They don't mean nothing to me. That's when I knew I had to leave. That's when I said, yeah, I got to go. I got to go. I said, as soon as I finish this MBA in April, it was about March, February, this I'm out of here. You gonna leave and I'll help you get through school, get your MBA? I damn sure am. I am. I am. I'm gonna leave. I am. And I did. So I just want us to do better, y'all. And there are great people who have marriages. My friend, she's been with her husband for over 20 years. He's good to her. He stuck by her side through her sickness. She had breast cancer in both breasts. She's doing good. He loves her. They got a beautiful home, beautiful children. But even she said at one point in their marriage, they had issues because she had abandonment issues because her daddy abandoned her. So that kind of spilled over into her marriage, right? So they even had issues. Even though she had a good man, she still was fighting abandonment issues. So there's always something, even if you're in a relationship that is healthy, that is good, there's always something that we might have to deal with from our DNA pathology. And I don't care what anybody says, your pathology and your DNA will have some type of effect on your relationships, whether it's good or bad. My daddy was a good provider, so I would attract men who would provide for me, but he was a womanizer. And those are the type of men that I attracted. And I didn't realize that until I went to therapy. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. Although he was a good father to me, but he was a terrible husband and mother. I was my daddy's girl. And I loved him. But he was a terrible husband. Now that I'm older and my daddy was awful. And y'all, my mama stayed with him for 40 plus years until he died. Until the very last day, my mom had dementia, but until the very last day of where she kind of had her sense about her, she couldn't his ass. One of the favorite things my mama would say, I would talk about my daddy. Ah, your daddy wasn't shit. Your daddy wasn't shit. I could hear her say, "Oh, your dad, girl, your dad just be lying. Your daddy was a lie. Your daddy wasn't shit." And I was like, he wasn't shit to you, but he was my daddy. He was good to me. He's the reason why I'm here. My daddy packed me up in my 1988 Mons Pontiac and drove me to Atlanta, and I've been here ever since. And that was in 1988. I could call my daddy for anything. I remember my first marriage, I was married to Samantha's daddy, just young, y'all. I had wanted some lamps from J.C. Penney's. We had got our first place, right? And he said we couldn't get them. And me being a spoiled and just leaving home, and my daddy get me anything I want. I was like, I'll just call my daddy. I just call my daddy. My daddy will give me the money. My daddy will send me the money. And I didn't know at the time that was making that, made my husband feel like he was not a man. That was, degrading his masculinity. Me saying that if you can't provide for me, my daddy can. So those are just things that, that I've learned over life that I just want to share with people. You live and learn. I'm not ashamed about anything that I went through. Not even when I tore that house up, I still ain't ashamed about it. I ain't ashamed about none of it because it had to be done. Yeah, especially we go. Yeah, yeah, y'all. Yeah. Some people just like it. Some people just like to be in misery. And my cousin, I hate that because we grew up like sisters. You had that first cousin that's like your sister. We had dreams and goals. We was gonna go off to college. She was gonna be a photographer. We just had dreams and goals. And then she met this Negro in high school. He went to the Air Force. She went with him. They had babies. And they've been together ever since. And he has just treated her like shit. And he don't like me. Because I be telling her what not to put up with. So he don't like me. So me and him had some words. He don't like me. But it hurts my heart to see her like that, you know? And I said, well, just come here and stay with me for a little while and get yourself to, you say you want your real estate license. You can take the test and you can get yourself together. The kids grown. She's like, I'm too old. I'm 60 now. What am I doing? Just, I said, okay, girl. Stop telling me about it. I don't want to hear nothing about it. You mean, Felicia. You just mean. You mean. How rude. You just mean. How you going I said, because I don't want you trauma dumping on me. First of all, I just lost my mama and I'm grieving. I'm trying to process my emotions. And I don't want you calling me every day talking about what this Negro did. And you ain't going to do nothing about it. And that's just what it is. Gen X is expected to. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, Natasha. Yes. Yes. Yes, y'all. So I just want us to do better, y'all. I don't want us to be in our 50s and feel like that we got to be in with a man and that's our only option. We too educated, we too smart, we too creative, we too innovative. Hell, there's too many ways to make money now without education, to be honest with you. But I just feel like that African American, I just feel like, and this is just my opinion, I just feel like from black people, we gotta have that extra layer of some type of skill set, some type of trade, some type of something when we walk in the room. That's just my opinion. But young people are making money without degrees, and they doing a damn good job of it too. But I just don't want to feel us to feel like that. We gotta move in with a man, to feel like to hold on to the man. No, let that man make plans and provisions for you. Let him plan out a lifestyle for you all that's conducive for the both of you, where you don't have to give up your animal, where you don't have to give away your plants, where you don't have to give the things up that make you happy. Don't never sacrifice yourself for a man because he'll turn around and give you his ass to kiss every time. When a man know that you will sacrifice yourself for him, he will turn around and give you his ass to kiss every time. And that's on period. That's on period. Men don't like women who just give up everything for them. They want to fight for you and prove themselves to you. That's just their in their nature. And let them like you more than you like them. I learned that too. When you show them, even if you just goo over them, when you show them you like them more, they'll give you their ass to kiss every time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. Saying he had a lot and we still together is not. Yes. Yeah. Yes, Natasha. Yeah. Let them like you more, y'all. Let the men like you more. They appreciate you better. And act like you don't give a damn. I'm telling you, they like you. I don't know what it is. Men are just I don't know what it is, but they like women like that. They like women like that. They love women like that. And I like the fact that I've learned not to sacrifice who I am. I learned it late now. I learned it late. But at least I got caught it before it was too late. So if I could just somebody else, the tribe of women, y'all, just have these candid conversations, you know. And like I said yesterday, we're not, I'm all for love. I, I am the biggest person for marriage. Yeah, I've been married 3 times. So I'm for love, I'm for marriage. I have friends who have been married for a long time, and it's the covenant of marriage is a wonderful thing. But you gotta work on yourself too. And you got to learn how to love yourself. You cannot be loved if you don't know how to love yourself. You're not gonna be loved properly because you teach people how to treat you and how to love you by the way you love yourself. And that's what I said yesterday. And I learned that. If you one thing that I learned with dating, if you let a man know up front, like like I'm gonna tell y'all something, like medical bay, keep calling, come over, come over. Every time he call, you know what I tell him? Shh, I need nails done. I need to go get a pedi and a medi. Man, a pedi and a mani. I need to go get a wax. I start talking about everything that I need done. My car need to be washed. That conversation end real quick. He called me every other week, and every other week he called me. I always need my nails done, my toes done, my car wash, and a wax. Okay? Negro, why would I come over your house? Why would I come over your house and lay out with you? Men are crazy. They crazy. They crazy, y'all. They are crazy. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care how fine you are, medical babe. I don't care if you are 6 feet tall and fine and got money. And then had the nerve to tell me, and I'm gonna tell y'all how me are. I ain't never had no woman that didn't come over when I asked her to come over. So y'all got these men like that. He told me I ain't never. Anytime I ask a woman to come over to my place, she'll be over here in no time. I can't even get you to come over here. If you come over here, you can have all that. But I'm not desperate and I'm not thirsty. And I know that's not what I want. I'm more than that. I'm more than that. I'm more than that. So I got to come over and prove myself to you, turn my ass in a circle before you do something for me. When you could just send me the $300 for my nails, my toes, and my wax. Why got to be something tied to it? That's because women do that. So now he appalled that I won't fall in line and fall in suit with the other women have been doing with him. We are in control, y'all. We can change the narrative of these men. And y'all, he's soon. I ain't talking about no young. He's 62. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all. I'm gonna get off here. Go that water. Go drink me some water, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Y'all make sure y'all tell somebody about the channel. Subscribe and like and all that good stuff. And I'll talk to y'all later, honey. I appreciate y'all listening to my rant. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Get out and do something for yourself. Get out and do something to make yourself happy. Even if it's just like what I did last night. I walked around the mall, honey, and got me a sweet treat. Got me one of them pretzels at end. And y'all, what I do is I'll buy me some pretzels. I buy the little bites and I eat half of the cup and then throw it away. And that make like me feel like I ain't consumed a lot of calories. But I'm not gonna deprive myself of nothing that I want. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one. I'll see y'all. Let me see what y'all saying. Middle name. Yes. Yes. Every time when they ask y'all for something, ask them for something. Every time he called me it like clockwork on a Tuesday because he work on the weekend 12 shift. So by the time he rested up on Monday, he called me on, what you doing? You coming over? I thought maybe we can go get some lunch. You can come over. I said, shoot, I need my nails, I need my toes done, my car wash. I got a lot going. Look, I got a lot going on over here. The economy is too bad to be laying down and let me go. Bye, y'all.